Other regions have really preferred the jungle Maokai. We wait to 20 seconds and the Varises of the world, so going to be more difficult for Ambition to make things happen in the team fights, but early game.
Yeah, he's just going to be charging down here. The leap's already through, but the root comes down onto Deuce and flashes away.
Nice flay.
And the flay, yeah, keeps himself alive. That Tracker's knife. So he can just jump right back into the jungle and keep grinding away. Double root coming down. Tucson taking quite a lot of damage.
No
Exhaust
flash,
will be
remember.
thrown in. The piercing arrow will find it. Like you said, flash had already been used, and he takes the ignite. Doesn't have to exhaust to try to mitigate the damage here in this bottom lane.
Such a lose-lose scenario because Kramer can't control the wave as it pushed in.
Gnar build.
I mean, it is Mara.
Oh, it's going to be a phage.
Much more about control than we're used to as bot lane.
Yeah, point blank hook here onto Ruler, but Ambition's nearby.
Oh,
Tucson is still without that flash, and they'll just go ahead and punish him. Second kill into the bottom lane, second kill onto the Varus.
And playing very defensively.
Yeah. So, I mean, they kind of doubled down. They have the Cho'Gath that can't enter to do anything, and they have this Tristana who's going to get caught out, tries to make it over to that Dark Passage, will be able to do so, and will not die out on that turret. So first brick goes over to Samsung, and they now have a 2,500 gold lead.
Ultimate actually used. There's the Nature's Grasp.
Yeah, it is coming through. Meanwhile, Marn getting caught out on the bottom side. Exhaust coming down. He tries to kite back. Flash forward here from Ruler, and one more auto attack finishes off the Gnar. 3-0. That damage, and Cuvée will be able to walk away.
Nice buff steal, but pretty small in the grand context of things. Samsung trying to chase away Afrika from the top lane.
Oh dear. Well, he's just going to stand right on top of that. Everything's whiffing, but Kramer, makes it out, leaps to the side, straight onto that Dark Passage. Tucson tries to go for the flashy play, flashes in, and that was not a pun that I meant to make. Get a couple extra shots in with the help of the Command and Protect as they try to whittle down this turret. We're stopped on the Rift Herald, didn't go for that one, but the hook now coming through for Core JJ. And that is just going to be the Zyra getting popped. Gets a little bit of damage down.
Is very helpful from the side of Ruler. Against the run of play, though, Afrika is very helpful from the side of Ruler. Against the run of play, though, Afrika, with all the top side play, trying to rush down a Drake. It is spotted by Ambition. They don't have smite here.
Back, yeah. But well, they do now. I'm sure we'll pop him up. It goes low, and Spirit arrives to go ahead and just nom that one away.
We often saw the top lane Jarvan's did against the comp from Samsung. Jarvan will look fantastic on Afrika's side, but with the Samsung comp, it's just another engage tool.
Oh, trying to beat this one out. Chain of Corruption coming down. Shockwave. There's no way to get onto that Dark Passage there for Kuro. He just gets exploded.
Yeah, through Knight's Vow as well, and that means Samsung's probably going to turn onto the Baron. You know, at least control the area, looking for a pit. They do turn onto it. Marin teleporting in. Surely Afrika knows what's up, but Spirit's going to be difficult to contest to even get there.
Oh, he's just going to have to flash over into the Krug side of things. Keep himself safe. Nature's Grass coming through
just over the wall to slow them down.
Yeah, just to try to root them in. Does find Tucson not going to get locked up, but the Baron is going down, hook landing in onto Ambition, but he still has the smite, and Baron will be
Samsung
going.
Galaxy, but not to be that time.
Yeah, that was multiple times in that series.
It was.
Oh, Shockwave through onto Tucson, and Crown just picks up the kill.
Dies to Command Protect. Nice.
Feels good.
Don't see that killing people very often. Control Afrika have had over this game, especially around the dual lane. Marin, though.
Yeah, looking for the exchange, but the Nature's Grass coming through as Cuvée tries to win the 1v1. He's out of mana, and Marin has the double hop away. He'll keep himself alive, but playing with fire a little bit there with Cuvée.
Would have been pretty inglorious to be a solo killed by a Maokai as Gnar, but would have been quintessential Afrika freaks to see it. Base is broken at 25 minutes. They will also lose in a turret on the bot side, and as you can see, there's very little they can do about it.
I mean, this has basically been the full court press here from Samsung. Have taken down turrets in every single lane now, looking for the inhibitor. Martin pushing forward, gets locked down, and he gets taken out. Core JJ coming up with the kill, 6th of the game for Samsung as they take down this inhibitor just before 26 minutes into this. Looking pretty damn good. Ruler, Earl, but it's just a little bit too late, you have to say. Now looking for another one here as Ruler is back to good health. He's got that Blade of the Rune King. Another double pop-up coming through. Death Sentence down in onto Ambition, but Cuvé's in the front line. Box gets dropped, as does the turret. Flag and drag forward. They find Spirit. He takes quite a bit of damage. Samsung, they're just focused on getting this inhib. Shockwave through, drag Spirit back in as that Death Sentence connects, but there's no way for Afrika to follow up now. The Cataclysm coming down. Tucson will be locked in. He will be taken out, as you can see Kramer just desperately trying to find a kill, but the bomb pop not going to be enough. and take out Cuvee and Samsung. Maybe they just stick around and go for the end of the game.
It's probably too greedy. They have a lot of gold in their purses to spend and then end the game. Looking at the turn and full disengage. Gets CC'd for a while. Sorry, Marin. They will just go and purchase here, Samsung Galaxy. One more push should end the game.
And the other thing is he doesn't even have a ward to TP to try to cut them off.
Nope.
The vision control's been so huge. Oh, here we go. Chain of Corruption down. Kuro, goodbye. We'll just get smacked in the face.
No way back into this game for Afrika. The item builds are picture perfect for closing out a game. Double Gargoyle Stone Plate, Death Cap like we mentioned. The Ruler can lifesteal off everything to full HP build, and hell, even a Leandri's finished for Core JJ.
Yep.
I don't even imagine what a one-team fight will look like for Afrika, so just getting ready to ink in 1-0 Samsung Galaxy for Game 1.
Yeah. Seems like Marin was kind of shocked back to the last time this Gnar versus Maokai matchup was so huge because he's got both components of an older Guardian Angel, but won't be able to pick one up at the moment. Cuvee going forward, locks down Marin as he goes into the transformation, but getting into a position to have that massive stun just does not seem likely. Would need to flash in for this one, and Crown just does so much damage with the dissonance. That's going to be the Nexus exposed. Gnar ultimate does come through. It's not going to find anything as he desperately tries to retreat back to the fountain with the rest of his squad. Cuvee going low, is just going to stay alive right at the end of it. The Buster Shot, take him
and the Cassiopeia could have even gone to Victor. Basically every champion we've seen, as there was a lot to like about Afrika's that kind of were undone very early. Samsung 4-man invading, trying to get that first concussive blow stack.
Well, they do find Kuro, and he's just going to flash.
That was smart. I mean, Camille was... He could have, on command, interrupted the Justice Punch out by just flashing into the AoE, but Crown would have called him away. Ambition and Spirit find each other, and there's the follow flash.
Yeah, they flash over. First one to react is going to be Kuro as Ambition starts wrapping around the other side. It's taking quite a bit of damage, and Spirit will yet again be chasing forward. Blast Cone available, takes himself for a ride, just trying to escape and buy as much time as possible, but Ambition will be going down, and that's going to be first blood. Handed over to Kuro with the double buffs.
Oh, the last bit of damage done by Kuro. I didn't see that, so interesting. That's actually really big for the side of Afrika, having double buffs onto the mid lane or his bot lane.
I mean, that's kind of terrible, but now Ruler, getting jumped on the Ignite comes through Tucson. Doesn't have enough to finish him off, but maybe they can get onto Core JJ. They will proc that concussive blows here onto Tucson as he goes low. So nice trade back. Well, right now it's basically Farming Simulator 2017.
I mean, Spirit wants
action though.
He wants to end it. Galio doesn't have the wave in a great spot. This would just be a 2v1.
Well, he's starting to cut his way up now. The pings are coming down. That's going to be the equalizer thrown out as Cuvee's down to half HP. He'll just get popped up. He'll hold on to the ultimatum. Doesn't blow the flash either. Knows that he's dead. So a second
because I can't fault Samsung for playing a long game. I can fault Afrika for playing a long game.
Oh, here we go. Grand Entrance coming down. We'll lock down. Ruler flashes away to keep himself safe, but the Featherstorm, rather, wow, comes out, but he still makes it out alive. Now trying to turn things around. Cuvee arriving on the backside of the teleport. Gets the kill in onto Tucson, but they're looking for much more. Flash away goes Marin as Cuvee goes into the front line. Will be taken down. An exchange here, but it's still going to be Samsung coming out on top. The 3-for-1 as Ruler tries to rejoin the fight, trying to poke this down. Maybe go for something like the turret. Seems like it might just be the Dragon now that they back off, and words are difficult.
Such a massive lead for Samsung. They did also to lose the first Drake of the game. They had so much control topside, but one failed fight, and it may all have gone out the window.
Right now they're looking for this turret. They're going to be diving in. Hero's Entrance coming through, pops them both up as Ruler goes low, gets hit by the Blade Caller, will get taken down, but Tucson has to flash to get out from underneath the turret. Nearly falls, but Afrika will pick up first brick.
Picking up first brick.
Doesn't have the flash, but just cheats down.
Has a lot of vision on the bot side, so that's why I was happy to play around the bot side of the lane. But now on the top side, and that Rift Herald that's desperately wanted. Here's the turn.
Yeah, entrance coming through. Taunt comes down, finds two as Crown tosses out that Petrifying Gaze, locks up two.
Rift Herald's going to fade soon, so they have to choose here.
He's firing away with those Twin Fangs. Takes Spirit rather low. Show coming through. Nice Featherstorm by Kramer. We'll get the dodge out.
For Samsung, who did not want to have to invest a teleport to stop the Rift Herald from going down. Continue to have Cuvee in a short lane against Marin. Top lane.
Oh, they're coming in, but that Winter's Bite was actually eaten by Tucson. Just body blocked it. Now the Hero's Entrance coming through. Spirit nearby as well as they try to get in on top of Ruler. Where JJ will throw down that Glacial Fissure. TP coming through from Cuvee. Now joining the fight. See who he's going to try to acquire as a target. Finds the Xayah, takes out Kramer first and foremost, then helps follow up to get rid of Marin. And now Samsung are in a perfect position to go ahead and knock down their first turret of the game here in the top lane.
Surprisingly, the teleports haven't been working. Kuro's just trying to delay what looks like an inevitable turret take. He's very tanky.
Yeah, Juve diving in, takes the hook shot over the wall to get himself out to safety, but they're going to have to surrender this one. 2 members down, turret going over to Samsung, and yet again, gold lead swinging over into their favor.
Yeah, amazingly, in teleport plays, Samsung are trading up again and
He's
again.
looking for more, gets the stun in onto Spirit. Can he finish him off? Has the tunnel, flashes in for the tactical sweep, but the knock-up is there. And
No
Juve,
cooldowns.
yeah, will have to peel back, so Spirit barely stays alive. Well, Samsung now going to go ahead and pick up their second Drake of the game. What do you know? It's another Cloud Drake. Snatch that up.
Nice.
Ash Arrow comes through, locks right in onto Tucson, and they take him down. Twin Fangs there from Crown doing so much damage. Nearly has that full stack on the Rod of Ages completed.
Samsung.
And it's a bit of a revenge considering how many buffs Samsung were punished for in the early game. Crown pushing in, looking to clear out all that ward. And Spirit comes over the wall, flashes in for the pop-up. Hero's entrance coming down. Will knock up Core JJ. Not the target that they wanted, and he's going to counter with that Glacial Fissure coming down, but the rest of the squad isn't really there. Ruler kind of isolated, can't pinch in because everybody could just turn it on.
We've hit that tipping point with Ravenous Hydra. He'll be able to lifesteal through Marin's damage, potentially kill him. Samsung turn onto the Baron, and Afrika, they've got no good options.
I mean, it is spotted out here. The Scrying Orb comes down, so Samsung will go ahead and peel off his crown. I mean, just sort of desperately fires away into Kuro, but he's not getting too much done. But Cuvée, on the other hand, yet again, is just doing serious work here for the squad. Has that split push going in the bottom lane. He's going to be knocking down the inhib turret here in a matter of seconds right after he gets a solo kill on Tamarin.
That's what no good options looks like, Achilles. He had to enter lane eventually against Cuvée, but has no ability to stand 1v1. Afrika sending all their members, giving up any hopes of picking up Baron. They want to at least kill the Camille.
We'll see if they can do that tactical sweep. Yeah, there's a lot of damage still there from Kramer with the 2 items completed, but that is way, and they pretty much die. 200 yards away with mind bullets.
Well, Kramer's finding bullets of his own.
He's going to flash away. Glacial Fissure comes down as they desperately try to hold on to this tier 2 turret here in the mid lane. Cuvée, seeing how much damage he can do to Kuro. The answer is quite a bit, because we're watching his health bar drop there. He's locked into that Hextech ultimatum, has that Hero's entrance to try to get out, but hey, there's no way to leave, my friend, so he is just going to get punished. And one of the funniest deaths that I've seen in a while, Cuvée able to take the hook shot over the wall.
Least triumphant Galio ultimate ever.
Oh, it was so pathetic. But Samsung, they'll knock down that tier 2 turret as Crown keeps moving up the minions towards that inhibitor in the bottom side of the map.
And the Hextech ultimatum's not messing with anyone, Achilles. No one can leave, and that includes Galio, whose hero's entrance was comical to say the minimum. They're pushing bot side, they're pushing the mid lane inhibitor. It's going to be a quick 2-0 for Samsung. We're just waiting for them to close out the series.
Oh, if you clipped that, please tweet that at me. I'd love to watch it as soon as the game is over, but here we go, because it's pretty much going to be over very shortly. Just before 30 minutes now, Samsung looking for the finish. Already have that one inhib down in the bottom side. Will knock out the mid as well. See how long they want to stick around. Kuro is back. He is alive. Well, Super Creeps in 2 lanes. Nearly a 10,000 gold lead here for Samsung. Infernal Drake in it there. War Chest as well. As Marge just going to get popped up. Has a nice equalizer this time, but he's all alone, so he's just going to die.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Cuvée will get jumped on. Hero's entrance coming through, but he dodges it out, has that nice ultimatum, but he still will get taunted up by Kuro, who tries to get some revenge, but it's a bit of a petty squabble at this point because they're still losing out across the map.
I mean, I guess he can feel good about dodging the knock-up with the Hextech ultimatum. He was going to die anyway, but his team at the same time piling into the top side, so his death certainly not going to be consequential. Kuro's really hard to kill, but that's about all Afrika have going for them.
Samsung just going to go ahead and look to close this one out by checking off all the boxes
so
on
far
the
on 7-14.
Yeah, I mean 0-12 in that game 2 versus KT. So was pretty rough stuff. Very much like how this game is rough now for Freaka Freaks. And the lead for the longest time. And you can see just Cuvée, he just wants to inch up every now and then and get a hit in, because a few more times that happens, he's going to be getting rid of that first inhib turret. Now the engage coming through. Glacial Fissure comes down. Equalizer thrown out by Marin. He's in a pretty good spot, and they will get Ruler,
boy.
But look at this. Everybody just getting annihilated by Crown. Comes up with the double kill, makes it a triple as he gets rid of Marin and the Super Creeps. In the meantime, are going to go ahead and start knocking down these Nexus turrets. They will fall. Kuro gonna die. Quadra kill going over to Crown. Can he get the Penta Spirit? My God, just hand it to the man. And he's not going to do so. That's just going to be the end of the game. 33.5 minutes in. Samsung will complete it. They're going to go for it. Can they find it? A couple more. Twin Fangs from Crown to finish this one off. He's so tanky, but he gets it in the end. Pentakill over to Crown. The 2-0 for Samsung. That 14-9 at the end. They will walk away with a victory.
Pentakill, and sure, his screen goes great, but he can celebrate. High fives to the team. They made the turret dive work that SKT could not last season. And Samsung Galaxy annihilate Afrika Freaks to keep their slim chances of being first in the regular season alive.
A much-needed win, a much-needed turnaround performance here for Crown, who was looking a bit inconsistent in his recent games.
I mean, the moment he jumped onto the Cassiopeia for the first time about a week ago, he looked better.
Yeah.
They've been able to rely on Crown having lane pressure on the Cassiopeia, and we know he can play the Talia. We know he has other strings to his bow, but the Cassiopeia that he had not played with any frequency in 2017 is now, like the Syndra, joining that war chest of picks that he can find lane pressure on, that they can win games on, and Afrika have just been blown out of the water. We had optimism for them and what represented a tank